Hey guys. There you go, smile. And do you want to try this too? Okay, here. I'm gonna be over here. So, me and my mom and my sister all walked up to the candy shop, and also my dog did come too. So our dog came too, and my mom came, and my sister came. Go get this soda. Go get the soda so we can show them. Go look at my feet. Okay. I still have my tattoos on because I'm a tattoo master queen. And I still have my BFF tattoo on, but you can't really see it. Okay. So we got some sour things. We got this Warhead soda, blue raspberry. Oh, and these are sour too, and I haven't tried these yet. Mm-hmm. But we've tried this.
I've tried these 2 times. They're so good.
What do we rate this out of sour? Like how sour is it? I'd give it like a 2 out of 10. It's like not even sour.
0. All I taste is just sugar.
Yeah. Okay. So next is these things. They don't look that sour. Mm-hmm. What are they called? Zing.
Sour spaghetti.
Oh, sour spaghetti. Okay. Oh, like a blue one. You guys can see me.
Not sour at all.
Not even sour. Literally have this as a snack.
Everything will be.
And it wouldn't be sour. So, this kind of tastes like, the blue one kind of tastes like a blue fruit roll-up. Okay.
We haven't tried this.
Mm-hmm.
Can you stop getting so close? Because they can barely see me.
Because I have to show it to them. So, this is a Warhead's sour watermelon squeeze candy.
I don't think there's a watermelon Warhead, you know? Like little patches of Warheads.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, so we haven't tried this.
Ivy, you're opening it the wrong way.
Well, I'm just showing them that we literally just opened it 2 seconds ago. This is what it looks like. Okay. My gosh. My gosh. Okay. I'm kind of scared.
Now it's going to be messy.
Okay. Okay. I was expecting it. The first taste kind of tastes like pool water. You think it's sour, don't you?
No, it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I rate that a 0 out of 10. I rate that a 0 out of 10 for sour and 0 out of 10 for taste.
Blah. Blah. Yes, it's Wow, you ate that quick. Oh, the taste.
Yeah, I know.
Where the heck is this from?
I don't know.
Oh, it's from Japan.
How are they supposed to like this? Do Japan people like pool water? We can give this to her brother. You might like it.
Or he might say it's gross.
If he likes it, he's weird.
Anyways, guys, so we're just gonna do a little vlog of today. What do you want to do now? I'm just gonna. I just kill more. Not the best idea. Kill his girlfriend next to or kill. I just kill my ex. Not the best idea. Kill his girlfriend next. I can't hear.
Oh, look at I have thing.
Yeah, Ren. You totally have it.
Now I do. Oh yeah, you totally have thing.
It actually looks.
I'm a bee thing. Here you go, thing. Thing. Here. You like that? No, that was your thing. Not you.
He doesn't like green ones. He likes the blue ones.
Okay.
I said blue ones. Did you see my trick there?
See, guys, I have thing too.
So show me show me. I don't really like the blue one anymore.
In our burger. If you want a burger fry, if you want some burgers, get some burgers. If you want some french fries, get some french fries.
We know it is.
Hello.
Hi.
How was last night?
Fun.
Was it peaceful?
Yes. It was very peaceful.
I know what you did last night. Ew, I hate those ones. Wait, put all the blue ones in here.
Oh no, that's just
It is ASMR. Wait, drop another one.
I dare to drink it at Triple Dog Berry.
Wait, put another one. The blue one. Wait. I have to let them hear the ASMR. And then let's put some of this in there.
Down. No. Okay, whatever. I don't think it's going in.
Yeah, it is. Somebody knocking? Did you hear that?
Alright. Those. I think I'm cute. Like my tongue.
Guys, literally, just, I probably didn't post the video, but yesterday we were playing, Who's Most Likely To, and she kind of pushed me off the bed, so we're gonna play Who's Most Likely To right now. This is like literally the best remote ever, because look at this. Look at this.
We never had that kind of remote.
YouTube.
I know, I love that remote. You can just press YouTube. Look at, just press it. Just press YouTube.
Go to YouTube.
Opening YouTube.
Dad, what should you do? You could just press it right there.
Yeah, but, that's for lazy people. Okay. Go to Who's Most Likely To.
Got it. Here are some videos.
Go to Who's Most Likely To Sibling Edition.
Okay, here are some videos.
Oh, put your finger down.
No, we'll do that one later.
1, 2, 3, funk it.
Yeah? No,
Who's
Red's
Most
here,
Likely
Mom's
To?
here.
Siblings edition. Who's more
To the
dramatic?
whimsy form.
Who has better taste in music?
Yeah.
Who takes longer to get ready? Who's most likely to become president?
Let me see. What'd you get me?
Press like. It's from Japan.
No, it's not.
Is it Wednesday?
Is it good?
1, 2, 3, funk it.
We're doing Put a Finger Down Sibling Edition.
Want to make more money when you sell your home? Redfin agents sell for more than other agents. And you'll be saving thousands with our 1% listing fee when you buy and sell with us. Want to win? Choose Red.
Put a finger down, sibling edition. Let's get started. Put a finger down if your sibling is watching this with you. Put a finger down if you've made slime together. Put a finger down if you have 3 siblings. Put a finger down if your sibling has the same birth month as you. Put a finger down if you have step-siblings. Put a finger down if you and your sibling have the same pajama sets. Put a finger down if you've baked a cake together. Put a finger down if you and your sibling fight a lot. Put a finger down if you have no sisters. Put a finger down if your sibling wears glasses. Put a finger down if you are the youngest out of your siblings. Put a finger down if your sibling's name starts with an A. Put a finger down if you have a favorite sibling. Put a finger down
McKenna's my favorite sibling.
if you've ever played a sport together. Put a finger down if your sibling has a better phone than you. Put a finger down if you have the same favorite show. Put a finger down if they have blonde hair. Put a finger down if they're taller than you. Put a finger down if your sibling looks exactly like you. Put a finger down if you have a twin. Put a finger down if your sibling is wearing a hoodie. Put a finger down if they own AirPods. Put a finger down if your sibling is more shy than you. Put a finger down if you have a sibling in high school. Put a finger down if you are wearing your sibling's clothes. Put a finger down if your sibling is allowed to do a lot of stuff, but not you. Put a finger down if their birthday is between January to April. Put a finger down if your sibling is married. Put a finger down if you have a sibling who can drive. Put a finger down if your sibling is subscribed to this channel. Put a finger down if you and your sibling are best friends. Put a finger down if you go to the same school. Put a finger down if you have a longer name than your sibling. Put a finger down if you are the brave one. Put a finger down if you are the picky eater between you and your sibling. Put a finger down if you have a sister or brother. Put a finger down if they're good at math. Put a finger down if you are the oldest one of your siblings. Put a finger down if you have 2 or more siblings. Put a finger down if your sibling has brown eyes. So, how many did you get? Comment your score down below and make sure to like and subscribe.
Research shows nostalgia can help you remember ads. So customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
HQ Trivia was everywhere.
It blew up.
And it crashes. There was jealous.
Put a finger down, School Edition. Let's get started. Put a finger down if you went to the bathroom for more than 10 minutes. Put a finger down if you accidentally wore different color of shoes. Put a finger down if your school has a library. Put a finger down if you ever slept during class. Put a finger down if you have a seating plan. Put a finger down if you and your friend have lots of classes together. Put a finger down if your teacher's name starts with an A. Put a finger down if you ever brought your pet to school. Put a finger down if your school is near a mall. Put a finger down if your school has a cafeteria. Put a finger down if your school sells cookies. Put a finger down if your school has a dress code. Put a finger down if you have to wear a uniform to school. Put a finger down if you have ever been to a school trip. Put a finger down if your school has its own song. Put a finger down if you ever watched a movie in class. Put a finger down if your school is huge. Put a finger down if you're at school right now. Put a finger down if your school is online right now. Put a finger down if you know someone at school named Andrew. Put a finger down if your school has a gym. Put a finger down if you have a pencil case. Put a finger down if you were ever caught eating in class. Put a finger down if you're homeschooled. Put a finger down if you're in elementary school. Put a finger down if you're in middle school. Put a finger down if you're in high school. Put a finger down if your parents went to the same school you go to. Put a finger down if your school has a book fair. Put a finger down if your school doesn't allow makeup. Put a finger down if you make your own lunch. Put a finger down if your school has lockers. Put a finger down if you have sanitizers for school. Put a finger down if your friends go to a different school. Put a finger down if someone in your school is a famous YouTuber or TikToker. Put a finger down if you've ever had a show and tell for class. Put a finger down if you know someone named Emily in school. Put a finger down if you have a sibling in school. Put a finger down if you ride your bike to school. Put a finger down if your school has a vending machine. Put a finger down if you have a school email. Put a finger down if you have more than 2 notebooks. Put a finger down if you've ever switched schools. Put a finger down if your school has a swimming pool. Put a finger down if your school ever had a pajama day. Put a finger down if your parent is a teacher at school. Put a finger down if you've ever went to an amusement park for a school trip. Put a finger down if your crush goes to school. Put a finger down if you have a favorite teacher. Put a finger down if you've ever skipped school with no valid reason. Comment how many fingers you have down out of 50 and make sure to like and subscribe.
At Thrivent, when it comes to financial strategies, we
Who's most likely to? Sibling edition.
Sure, here are some videos.
Who's most sibling edition? Oh, strict parent edition. Who's most likely to?
Hey monsters! Put a finger down, Strict Parents Edition. Let's get started. Put a finger down if you don't listen to your parents. Put a finger down if your parents make you wake up early. Put a finger down if your parents make you eat your vegetables. Put a finger down if you go out without your parents' permission. Put a finger down if you often argue with your parents. Put a finger down if your parents won't let you be outside for too long. Put a finger down if you have a curfew. Put a finger down if your parents ask you a million questions when you ask to go out. Put a finger down if you're afraid of performing bad in school because your parents will be mad. Put a finger down if you have to ask to go out. Put a finger down if you're not allowed to stay up all night. Put a finger down if your parents force you to read books in your free time. Put a finger down if you've ever been grounded. Put a finger down if you're not allowed to eat sweets whenever you want. Put a finger down if your parents never let you go on sleepovers. Put a finger down if your parents have ever taken your phone away. Put a finger down if you're not allowed to wear makeup. Put a finger down if you're not allowed to close or lock your bedroom door. Put a finger down if your room always has to be clean and neat. Put a finger down if your parent has ever checked your search history. Put a finger down if your parents don't let you go out on the weekends. Put a finger down if your parents have cameras all over the house. Put a finger down if you have to call your parents ma'am and sir. Put a finger down if your parents still decide what you can and cannot wear. Put a finger down if you know you're in trouble when you see 10 missed calls from your parents. If you put 12 or more fingers down, you have strict parents. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Okay, now who's most likely to? Sibling edition.
Some think dark, cramped conditions are good for business. At Vital Farms, we think that's bullshit.
Who's most likely to get upset over little things? Who's most likely to save up all their money? Who's most likely to spend all their money? Who's most likely to be killed first in a horror movie? What do y'all think? Who's most likely to have the best taste in guys at girls? Who's most likely to be obsessed with 80s and 90s music? Who's most likely to be obsessed with aesthetic things? Likely to. Most likely to listen to Christmas music in July. Most likely to make fun of someone as an attempt to flirt. Most likely to refuse to text first. Most likely to get TikTok famous just for being attractive. Most likely to be the Scooby-Doo villain. Most likely to look at the stars for hours. Most likely to be from another planet. Most likely to drive to Chick-fil-A on a Sunday to realize it's closed.
Stop. What the hell are you talking about?
Most likely to. Most likely to run over their best friend's ex with their car. Most likely to fall in love with someone from a TikTok. Most likely to be secretly immortal. Most likely to rob a bank for money. Most likely to join a cult. Most likely to start a cult. Most likely to get famous for a hot mugshot. Most likely to get married in Vegas and forget about it. Who's most likely to always have a smile on their face?
Let me take you dancing like
Who's most likely to make someone else jealous? Who's most likely to be a cool mom or dad? Who's most likely to take a prank too far? Who's most likely to stalk their friends? Who's most likely to be the person who's always laughing? Who's most likely to party the hardest? Who's most likely to be the parent in the group? Who's most likely to become a dancer? Who's most likely to be left out? Who's most likely to be single all the time? Who's most likely to be cheated on? Who's most likely to marry a celebrity? Who's most likely to be the most toxic? Who's most likely to be crazy in the middle of the night? Who's most likely to have a caffeine addiction? Who's most likely to trash a wedding? Who's most likely to get scared the easiest? Who's most likely to become a model? Who's most likely to travel the most? Who's most likely to do something stupid in front of their crush? Who's most likely to easily get into a fight?
Well, she told me she was crazy from the start.
Who's most likely to become a strict parent? Who's most likely to get hurt and laugh really hard about it?
What is going on inside their head?
Who's most likely to do something dangerous for fun? Who's most likely to go to college? Who's most likely to own their own business? Who's most likely to get into a car accident? Who's most likely to win the lottery? Who's most likely to get revenge on their bully?
Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do.
Who's most likely to always have a smile on their face?
Let me take you dancing like that.
Who's most likely to make someone else jealous? Who's most likely to be a cool mom or dad? Who's most likely to take a prank too far?
It's a remix and I'm coming with that bow, bow, bow. Pretty bitch, I'm drunk.
Who's most likely to stalk their friends?
Watching you now every other day. I've been watching you.
Who's most likely to be the person who's always laughing?
Baby, do you know that's her?
Who's most likely to become an alcoholic? Who's most likely to become rich? Who's most likely to keep the most secrets?
Got a secret, can you keep?
Who's most likely to look like a softie but actually a psychopath?
Where's my dog?
Who's most likely to spread rumors and start drama?
I see you in the street, bitch, your ass is.
Who's most likely to have a crush on 10 celebrities?
Hush, you are now my big fat crush.
Who's most likely to get kicked out of a store?
I'm spinning while my hands up.
Who's most likely to take the longest showers?
I'm not angry anymore. Well, sometimes I
Who's most likely to go on a world tour? Who's most likely to be the one who would always end their relationships?
look me in my face. Tell me that you love me, but
Who's most likely to worry about small things? Who's most likely to hide their boyfriend or girlfriend from their parents?
come on, you lazy wake up. Hey, come on, take your dose. Hey.
Who's most likely to? Who's most likely to?
You are.
Who's most likely to?
You are.
Who's most likely to? Sibling edition.
All right, here are some videos.
This is neutral. Vodka, seltzer, real juice. Everything is here for a reason. Except for this silly little umlaut garnish. How'd you get here?
1, 2, 3.
Funky.
Who's most likely to? Siblings edition. Who's more dramatic? Who has better taste in music? Who takes longer to get ready? Who's most likely to become president? Who's most likely to win the lottery? Who has the better love life? Who's most likely to walk into a glass door? Who would dye their hair? Who's the most annoying? Who's more musically inclined? Who's funnier? Who's the better cook? Who cries more? Who's most likely to survive a shark attack? Who gets in more trouble? Who is the bigger gamer? Who's more forgetful? And who's the favorite?
Who has the most attitude? Who did the best in school? Who's more organized? Who's most likely to get arrested? Who's more creative? Interesting. Who works the hardest? Who got into trouble more at school? Who's the most generous? Who's mum's favorite? Who's funnier? Who's the most likely to be on time? Who comes up with the best ideas? Who's the better driver? Who's Dad's favourite? Who's the lazy one? Who's the most annoying? Who was the more difficult child? Who was more spoiled?
Who has the nicest body? Who parties the hardest? Who's the alcoholic? Who can't get past the talking stage? Who has moved on from their ex? Who can't move on from their ex? Who's the boldest?
Who's most likely to siblings edition? Who's most likely to derail a commuter train? Who's most likely to get caught for identity fraud at a Benihana? Who's most likely to eat mud? Who's most likely to eat sand? Who's most likely to get electrocuted and be really dramatic about it? And lastly, who's most likely to be president? Who spends the most money? Who will have kids first? Who will get married first? Who has the better style? Who is meaner? Who is more dumb? Who would get arrested first? Who is most likely to kill somebody? Who is more basic? Who does better in school? Who is more messy? Who is most likely to drop out of school? Who is the worst driver? Who is most likely to get pregnant before they are married?
Who's the favorite child? Who's the most annoying? Who asks mom and dad for more money? Who treats mom and dad like a chauffeur? Who's most likely to move back in after college? Who's more athletic? Who's more musically inclined? Who has better taste in music? Whose room is decorated nicer?
Mine.
Whose room is the messiest?
Yours.
Who complains the most? Who takes longer to get ready? Who has the better love life? Who's doing better in school?
Happy with love.
Who watches the most TV? Who's funnier? Who gets away with the most shit? Who does the most chores? Who's the favorite child? Who's the most annoying? Who asks mom and dad for more money? Who treats mom and dad like a chauffeur? Who's most likely to move back in after college? Who's more athletic? Who's more musically inclined? Who has better taste in music? Whose room is decorated nicer? Whose room is the messiest? Who complains the most? Who takes longer to get ready? Who has the better love life? Who's doing better in school? Who watches the most TV? Who's funnier? Who gets away with the most shit? Who does the most chores?
Okay, so for a project, I'm trying to find the patterns in sibling behavior. So if you can, show me who the oldest, the middle, and the youngest child is, and then point to whoever the description best fits. So, who worked the hardest in school? Who has the most clean room? Who didn't make excuses for themselves? Who talks back the most? Who does what they're told? Who's most likely to share with others? Who's the nicest to other siblings? Who's the peacekeeper of the family? Who's the most private? Who shares the most about their lives? Who's most likely to ask for advice? Who demands the most attention? And who's the most outgoing?
Who is the
This is a giant eyesore.
All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK and we'll be at your house within 90 minutes.
We come at your convenience.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
Feeling healthy by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes their whole day. And giving your best friend the best nutrients for their best life. Science did that.
Who's the smartest?
Crawl. Wait.
Who's most likely to go to jail? Who's an alcoholic?
Ava's 14.
Who will make the most money? Who spends the most money? Who will get married first? Who will have a kid first? Who is the funniest? Who is the ugliest?
I think this is just gonna show how much I'm not loved.
Who is most likely to kill someone? Who has the best style? Who is the most dramatic? Who is your favorite?
Who got the most whoopings growing up? Who got in the least amount of trouble growing up? Who is the rebel child? Who made better grades in school? Who talked back more? Who is the funniest? Who is the most expensive child? Who is more financially responsible? Who goes out more? Who spends the most money on unnecessary things? Who will get married first? Who will have kids first? Who has the most style? Who has had the most boyfriends or girlfriends? Who is the meanest? Who is the loudest? Who is the sneakiest? Who is more caring?
Bye, guys.